It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And off we go from Denver. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
What's the deal, y'all?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I say drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Denver's offense now set to go. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On first down, Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw again is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Shifts by at the 15. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out and throw it.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Do what you do. Let's go, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for a hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Going with a screen for Murray. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Here's Toney on the quick slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
You know what we need, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go now. Let's go. I'm back to winning, boys.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return, it's Washington. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Complete to Kendall Hinton. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, McKinnon.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Taking it right down Broadway. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Once again,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Guys, ready to get it on right now. Let's go,
Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action with Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. I got you, baby. Get something together.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McKinnon. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to perhaps salt this one away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.